Hi y'all, it's Neva from Manic Mama Musings, and this is gonna be a wrap up of the little video clips that go after this. We are home. We headed home yesterday. Don't believe. I don't think we took any video yesterday. Yeah, we did in Roswell of the McDonald's because the McDonald's is shaped like a spaceship, and then they have these alien statues and went through because I needed caffeine. I had not slept and I was tired. We were almost home, but still, I needed some caffeine to get me the rest of the way. And yeah, and of course I needed a pumpkin pie because today's October 1st. So yeah, um, and so we did do all of that. Will be in there. The last night we spent, we had found this spot that we wanted to sleep at. So we thought, well, we'll just pack everything up. This is on Thursday. No. Yeah. Well, we decided on Wednesday. We'll pack everything up on Thursday. And we were going to do organized. That didn't happen. But anyway, so, and we will come over here to this spot because it's got a nice campfire thing, with the stones already made. And it's kind of a nice place. It's kind of clearing, but we thought we'd see more wildlife, but also it's just a different scenery. You can see the mountain, like the trees going up the mountain over here, and I thought, okay, cool. The way we found it was we crossed a stream, and we found it, and there's a road that leads to it. Okay, so we logically thought we go this way, and we'll find it. So we drive around, we get everything packed up. We didn't try to drive over there first. We get everything packed up because we think we can find it, and we drive over there. Now, it took us about a quarter of a tank of gas to get into town. We're a little over a quarter, so we don't have a lot over a quarter of a tank to go looking. So we get to where we thought it should be. We literally go until we hit a dead end. Didn't find the spot. I don't know if we dreamed it, the both of us together. I don't know. But yeah, it wasn't there. And now that I'm thinking, there is this one road before we pulled onto the bridge to get where we were at that looked kind of iffy, that I think that's where you went. But too late to think about that now because, like I said, we didn't have a lot of gas to drive around. So we get to there and we're like, you know what? We can park literally right next to the woods. I have to see some wildlife, right? Have to. No doubt about it. I've got to. Now there's a clip because we did see a mama deer and her twin babies, fawns, like partly grown. We did see them when we were driving over. When we were driving over there, right? Yeah, when we were driving over around, we did see those, but from a distance. I want to point out, Eva likes to be close enough to almost touch stuff. It's just a thing I have. We did see them. I hope the video shows. So if you see video and I'm talking about, and you don't see what I saw, then that means that the deer didn't show up. But that was what we were photographing. Okay, so we drive around. We can't find it. We come back, and I'm like, we can't keep driving around. So we're like, we'll park right next to the forest. Yeah. I still didn't see any wildlife. We saw skunk. So we saw 2 skunk while we were there. Skunks. 3 deer from a distance. I wanted to see a crow land. I wanted to be able to take a good picture of one. I heard them up above us, and it did make me happy. They're my favorite bird. In case you didn't know, they're highly intelligent. I love crows and ravens, but didn't get a good. They didn't land like on the ground or. So I was like, okay, they're just not. Okay, so we get everything packed up. We run to the dumpsters to throw trash because we don't want to haul trash around. And then we're going back to find the spot. And what do you know, when we drive by our campsite, there's a crow where our tent was. So apparently the crows like talked and they're like, hey, they're leaving. Okay, I'm going to go sit and chill. She wanted to see me. I didn't want her to see me. I didn't want her to get a good picture of me. But now that she's gone, it's the perfect place to land. I just thought they didn't have a reason to land there. No, they're trying to avoid me. Yes, I really think that's what happened. That's my head. So, um, we got around there, couldn't find it. We parked, and then the stove couldn't get. We needed some flame so we can make oatmeal because it was something easy. Literally, get the pot, some water, the oatmeal, make a pot of oatmeal. We're good, right? I couldn't get our little stove to get hot. Like I couldn't. So I made my first really good campfire because there were some, but they were not. They were okay, but they weren't going to keep us warm. And all they really did was roast weenies and go out. Like that's how they lasted. This I actually caught a flame and an embers, and it's magnificent. I was so proud of myself. I can survive in the wild on oatmeal. So we couldn't get the stove to work, so we decide we've got this fire going in the campfire thing. So LJ, the wonderful husband he is, there is a video. You don't see his face, but you'll see his hand holding the pot over the campfire to heat the water and then, the oatmeal. It turned out great. I had a fire hot enough to boil water and make oatmeal, so I was happy about that. So that's a good thing. I foraged for some stuff for a salad. We still got to make our salad because we brought it home with us in the ice chest. So I make salad with it. I'm excited about that. Oxalis, which is edible, and it has a very pleasant sour taste, like tangy, or I don't know how to explain it, but it's good. And dandelion leaves because they are edible. The flowers are too, but I don't want to put the flower. And purple asters are edible, and so I'm going to add that to like a little bag of mixed salad. See how it goes. Fingers crossed. I'll let you know. So I'm impressed. I foraged. Oh, I foraged for mullein also because it has very good antibacterial, fungal for like lung issues. You can make a tea out of it. So I foraged for the blossoms, the leaves to dry, and then I got some dry ones because we do not have mullein here. It grows as a weed, but we don't have it here in Clovis, so I'm going to try to plant some in my garden next year, and maybe some in a pot over the winter. Ta-da! Feel impressed about that. I don't eat meat anymore. There were no fish in the stream, but even if there were, I didn't have fishing license. We didn't have fishing poles. But that's my next goal, is to get good at fishing. Learn how to, gut and scale a fish so I can survive if I have to. Fish for protein, nuts and seeds for protein, and greens for all the other stuff. There you go. So anyway, so we make the oatmeal. It's getting dark. We had plans. Of what do you call it? LJ just made a face. It cracked me up. Okay, so focus. We made plans of sleeping in the van, and I thought, no problem, it's easy. Well, you remember, we got over there late. There was no reorganizing the van, so it's packed full because I had to have yarn and stuff. It was a vacation. You can't have a vacation without a lot of yarn, which I did not use. So there you go. I had to be prepared for the crocheting that I did not do. I did a little bit, but not near what I thought I was going to. I was just enjoying time with my husband, so I did crochet a little. So it's packed full. It's full. Okay, it's not organized. We cannot leave the seat very far back. There was no sleeping to be had by Neva that night. My feet got very cold because I had my Crocs on with no socks. I went barefooted a lot. Like, I only put socks on like when I went to bed. So I'm not thinking in the daytime, and then I'm not going to search for socks at night in the bed. Not going to do it. So my feet froze. Couldn't get comfortable. I maybe dozed off for 20 minutes. That was it. But I've done it before. I've told you, trips, like on the night before we go, I can't sleep. And the night we're going to return, I can't sleep. So then we get up in the morning. Okay, I woke LJ up. He was sleeping. It was early. My feet were so cold they hurt. And so I was like, we got to go. We got to turn the heater on. I got to warm up. We don't have a lot of gas, so we need to just go. So we made it to town just fine. Just so you know, we're okay. We found a deer jaw while we were there. I know you probably think that's creepy, but I thought it was cool. And yes, I brought it home with me. It's got the teeth on it because I'm into that kind of stuff, y'all. And a hoof of, I believe, a deer. Maybe an elk, but it's kind of small for an elk, so I think it was a deer. But I've never really seen an elk hoof because, I've never been up close to it, so I don't know. But, yeah, a piece of a toe, whatever you want to call it. That was cool. I found a shell, and LG found a, how many pesos?
10.
10 pesos coin. So, cool. All mine was nature. He found man-made stuff, but
10 pesos.
that's all right. There is a video of where I finger crocheted. He says hand crocheted, but hand crocheting is hand crocheting. But I finger crocheted because I learned that as a child. That's about all I learned as far as crocheting until I was an adult. But I finger crocheted a clothesline for us to hang out clothes to air out or dry or whatever. And there's a little video clip of that in there. So we got into Ruidoso, and we had breakfast at Denny's. It was very good. I should not have ate it because it had gluten in it and lots of sugar and carbs. But I had some pumpkin pancakes that had some white chocolate chips in it and some nuts. And oh my goodness, it was delicious, and some kind of drizzle. Oh, I love pumpkin spice. What can I say? But like I said, today's October, so of course in September I'm supposed to do that. We ate. We had breakfast. It was nice. We got our bellies full because we didn't have time to, if we'd had something for breakfast, to make it. We ate the oatmeal the night before because it was something easy. So, and then we went and drove to Cloudcroft, which you drive through the, is it Mescalero? Mescalero,
yep.
Reservation for almost the whole point of through Ruidoso to Cloudcroft. And it's just trees and cows. Like wilderness, nature. Still saw nothing but cows. I see cows here, so sad about that. So yeah, we get there. You have no internet. Like just a little ways out of Ruidoso, you have no internet, and then it's I don't know how many miles, no internet. You get to Cloudcroft, you have internet, and as soon as you leave Cloudcroft, but it's all Lincoln National Forest. It's a reservation, still Lincoln National Forest, but the reservation part. So, that's the town that I think I mentioned, village. I mentioned to y'all that it's one of the best. It's ranked in the top places to go off grid in the United States. So it was very beautiful, and it had a lot of nice, cute shops that next time we go, we will probably go into. LJ could not figure out what was going on with his debit card. So he called once because we come back from Cloudcroft. We looked around there. We looked, we're like, oh, we might could go next time and camp in the forest here. Not when it's cold because it's up high in the mountains. So like, it snows and ices a lot there. So probably not in the winter. But we're like, we could come stay a weekend here with all the dogs, and it would be nice to be just a weekend, a weekend getaway. It's not that far. We come back. We go to Walmart when we get to Ruidoso because Cloudcroft didn't have one. We need to get a few things. LJ calls the bank. Bank's like, well, there wasn't a deposit. Like, there was just this little bit amount, whatever. And apparently they didn't pay, Walmart didn't pay him for all of his vacation. So it's a whole conundrum. Like, it's just, so that was stressful. He was trying not to panic. Well, okay, I was panicking a little. And LJ had some censored words come out of his mouth. And then he was like, it's going to be okay. Me, when I was raising my kids, I lived on almost nothing. And so here, my brain's going into all kinds of, oh, the whole world is ending. Like, oh my, And then I did calm down. I was like, okay, he thinks it's going to be okay. We're brainstorming on what to do, what to pay, and we'll be okay. You know what I mean? Yeah. So there was that. He'd already bought breakfast before we checked. You get the idea. Because he had cash to pay for breakfast. So we didn't, yeah. So, okay, that's cool. We go to Walmart. I had plans of going to the yarn shop because we don't have like a small specialty yarn shop here. We have Hobby Lobby and Walmart and Dollar Tree that you can get yarn at. That's it, and sometimes Goodwill. That's all. So I've never been in one. I've been to a Joann's, I've been to a Michael's, and I thought, how cool would it be to get a hanky yarn that came from Ruidoso to commemorate our trip. Now I did start my blanket, so that's cool. But yeah, that's it. So okay, we didn't go there. And then there was, I think, somewhere else I wanted to go. Was there?
I'm pretty sure there was. There was a coffee shop?
Tea shop.
Tea shop.
I had wanted to stop at a tea shop, and I didn't do that because I knew we were broke. That's okay. It's not necessities. We had gas money. We were going to get home. We were okay. I calmed down a little bit because, okay, the immediate need was gas and snacks. We had snacks, so gas and food. We don't have to go have lunch. Food to get home. I'm okay. Yeah. I'll worry about it when we get home. So then we're coming home, and we have to go through Roswell, you know, aliens. Roswell, spaceship, that kind of thing. We have to go through Roswell, and I had all these plans. We're going to go into town, and we're going to stop at a few of the places, and we'll take a picture. I'll take a picture of Captain Amazing and our dog Baby, because Baby, apparently, you know, has to have a picture with an alien. I'll take a picture with one of the statues or something. We'll just kind of enjoy our time in Roswell. And then what does it happen? Well, what happened was, we're coming into Roswell, and this big truck, like semi truck or something, is going, and I don't know if it was carrying gravel or it spit a piece of gravel up, but it hit our windshield on the driver's side, but low, thank goodness. But still, once it starts, it's not good. Like this big, a circle. Now, I'm just panicking at this moment. I'm like, we ain't got money. Now we're gonna have to do something about the windshield. Oh my God. And LJ's like, well, at least you didn't go through the window. And that's true. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy. We were blessed. Everybody was looking out for us. It didn't go through the windshield. That could have hurt us very badly, or we could have been driving home with no windshield. Either way, not a good scenario. But, you know, I'm just like, so by the time we get in Roswell, forget it. I don't want to sightsee. I want to take a picture, baby. I need coffee, and I want to go home. I'm getting tired, and now this is just the second bad thing. I got to go home. We had a wonderful time. Don't get me wrong. Wonderful vacation. It's almost like we left the forest, and something was mad we left, and it put a curse on us. Okay? So I'm like, son of a gun. Those weren't the words I said, but I'll clean it up. So I'm like, okay, so we do that, and I did take some video for y'all. And LG took some pictures. That'll be in there. Because I was driving. And we get the coffee, we put a little gas to make it home. Enough to make it home. Or no, I had to go to the bathroom. There's a picture of the bathroom door. We're at the bathroom. Y'all think it's cute. Or at least I did. So there's a picture. Not a video of me going in the bathroom or a picture of me in the bathroom. It's the bathroom door. That's what we did. We didn't go. I stopped at a convenience store and I went to the bathroom. And so we head home. And I'm like, okay. It's all going to be okay. We're all right. So we get into town, and I had pulled up some dandelions for my daughter's tortoise because we don't have any left in our yard because this is Clovis, New Mexico. We don't have water running right next to nothing. So I'm like, okay. There was lots in Ruidoso. So I pulled some up in the forest. We take them, we drop them off to my grand tortoise, or everyone call him Chowder. That's his name, Chowder. And my son-in-law, we show him the windshield, and then for whatever reason, he walked around the back of the van. He goes, did y'all know your tags are expired? And they've been expired since June. And me and LJ looked at each other like, no. We didn't know that. So great. That's another thing. that we don't have the money for. So that starts just messing with my mind again. I'm like, what is going on here? It's not a big deal. LJ has his car to drive to work. I have jury duty. That's another thing. I already knew that when we went on vacation because that's when we went. So I was gonna have jury duty. Yeah. So we are home. Not a great trip home. I mean, we made it safe. I'm thankful for that, all that. But you know, baby. But other than that, she's getting into something. Sorry, guys. Yeah, we're home. I will be making Vlogtober after this. Let me know if you'd like to see the things I found. Some people are not into creepy stuff like I am. I mean, it is Vlogtober. I will show it to you. No special yarn, but I did get to start my blanket, and now I'm going to finish it, so we have that memory. I love you guys. Thank you for everybody for watching me. I am going to do my best to do Vlogtober and do some fun stuff, and I send all the loving, positive energy out to y'all that I can. Bye. Okay, y'all, this is the McDonald's in Roswell. You know, Roswell, New Mexico. All the alien stuff. Yep. Shaped like a flying saucer. There was aliens up there. And I'm going to try to get some video. Hold on, let me pause so I don't get these people. Okay. And then look at the aliens, y'all. That is so cool. Yeah, so we come through Roswell on the way home. I mean, that's what we always do. So yeah, pretty cool. They play it they play it to the limit. Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2 in the van tonight. Heck yeah, Freddy's Revenge. Tonight is brought to you by Stranger Things and Energizer. Can you see it?
Yes.
It says Demogorgon hunting flashlight. And also brought to you by Heather, the crochet witch, because she does love Stranger Things. So we got these a while back, and because tonight we're sleeping in the van up in like the woods, kind of, we need this if we gotta go to the bathroom. So
we're a lot closer to the forest now.
Yeah, we are. I hope I get to see some wild animals.
Except bears.
But yeah, so it's supposed to be the same flashlight that they used in season 4. Is it season 4, babe?
I think all the seasons, because I mean, it's
yeah.
80s. Very
so
80s.
It's an 80s flashlight, and I do remember.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how. I'll let you know the brightness when I gotta go out there. I'll let you know how well it worked, but got my handy dandy flashlight. Okay. So I'm very proud. We made oatmeal on the campfire. That's a first for us because we've been using our little camp stove. So heck yeah, teamwork.
Yay.
And we get something warm in our bellies before we go to bed. Yummy. So I started some fires since we've been here, but not big ones. I started my first real big fire. Not like, take over the forest kind of fire, but a campfire. And we are having to heat our water because our little stove is not working out. So we're trying to heat water because we're having oatmeal for dinner. Because that's what we have left, and we didn't want to go all the way back into town for food. And then, yeah, so isn't that beautiful? Wow, look at burn. Burn, baby, burn. I was proud of myself because I recognized it right away. Yay, I learned some stuff. So this is mullein, and probably a lot of y'all have it and think it's a weed, and it is, but it's also very beneficial for respiratory stuff. COPD, pneumonia, bronchitis. You dry the leaves and the flowers and drink them in a tea, or you can also smoke it for respiratory problems. But if you can't breathe very well, I don't know how you'd inhale, but yeah. So that's mullein. We found poison ivy. Yes, we were careful. I did not know what it looked like, but we Googled it so we wouldn't touch it. So, baby got stung by a wasp because she decided to try to eat it because she thinks everything is food. Sorry, I'm wiggling, guys. And she's fine, don't worry. But this was stuck in her lip. crazy dog. I tried to tell her bees and wasps are not food. They are dangerous. I'm so glad she ain't allergic or something. I'd have freaked out. Oh my goodness, in the middle of wilderness. And she tries to eat a wasp. What the heck? Okay, so now we're watching the first Nightmare on Elm Street. Woohoo! So now we're watching Freddy versus Jason versus
Freddy versus Jason.
Freddy versus Jason. I'm a dork. Because to me that just because we're gonna watch Nightmare on Elm Street's next, so that's the perfect go from Friday the 13th to Nightmare on Elm Street. And fun fact, LJ and I's first Halloween together, he dressed up as Jason and I dressed up as Freddy. So yeah. So there you go. Fun fact for your horror movie loving people. Okay, so we're playing Five Kings. We already knew how to play. We made it. Oh, by the way, we roasted weenies. Perfect. Anyway, so we knew how to play, but we need to be reminded. And now we're playing Five Kings. And right now I'm whooping his hiney. Love y'all. If you're not played Five Kings, it's like phase 10, kinda. Yeah. Okay. Over and out. And now, Friday the 13th, part 3. Woohoo! Friday the 13th, part 2. It continues.